All right, man. All right, we are back. We are back with another video. But before we get started, I often get asked, D, where you get your hats from? Where, that hat is dope, and I like your hat game and everything like that. And I appreciate that. But I have a thing now where I'm looking for hats that have not necessarily teams on them and things like that, but things that have messages on the hat. And for this hat right here in particular, I love it, man. I really do. The Dream Alive brand. I saw it and it caught my eye on Instagram, and I reached out to the company, and they sent me a hat. All right, they sent me a hat, and I love the hat, man. I love the message that the company stands for. And if anybody's interested in the hat, man, I do have a 15% off coupon code. Dedrick Hicks Jr. That's a coupon code at Dreams Alive University. The link will be in my in the description, and check it out. They have other items on there, clothing. They have sweatshirts, t-shirts, and of course they have this hat. So these days, that's what I'm doing, man. Very nice hat. You'll see the B-roll in there of the hat. And if you're into hats, you're looking for something just a little bit different, like me, then things that mean something to you. And I love the message, keeping the dream alive. I'm a big dreamer. I have a dream and I have aspirations for myself and my family. And this hat embodies, the message of the hat embodies my everyday life. That's fact. All right, so hit the link down below in the description. Check out the brand. If you're interested in copying not only the hat or any of the clothing, Dedrick Hicks Jr. get you 15% off your order. All right, Smell Good family. Let's keep dreaming, baby. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick Hicks Jr., and we are indeed back with yet another fragrance video, okay? So today's video is based on 5 Middle Eastern fragrances that I never hear anyone talk about. I don't. I don't. Now, I've heard some reviewers talk about these fragrances, but not like your Intense Mans, not like your, what's the other popular Middle Eastern? Kayed Afrosan. There's a lot of popular Middle Easterns that people go to before you even see any of these. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. 5 Middle Easterns that nobody's talking about. And maybe you guys should check them out, man. Get it for a great price. They smell sensational. And I love them personally. All right, so let's go ahead and, well, before we jump into it, Smell Good family. Hope everybody is well, doing great, doing fantastic. Hopefully, everything in your life, if it can go well, I hope it is going great. All right, I really do. All right, positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know exactly what we are on. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. Up first, man, from the House of AlShogoff. This one right here is a goodie, man. I heard about this one time. Did some research on it. There was barely anything out there, but I pulled the trigger and I'm glad I did. From the House of AlShogoff, we have Radical Brown. Radical Brown. All right. Now, this right here rarely is ever talked about, and some of you out there watching might have this fragrance and know all about it. Well, I just want to shed a little bit more light on it. So this is, depends on who you're listening to, this is a blend of Guerlain's L'Homme Marial EDP and Parfums de Marly's Herod. And no lie, throughout the life of the fragrance, you get a little of both. It's kind of weird. It goes back and it goes forth, but then to my skin, it settles down on that L'Homme Marial EDP DNA towards the dry down. Great performance. It smells really good. Not gonna lie, in the beginning, you get this slight synthetic alcohol blast, but after like the first 10 to 15 seconds, you're gonna forget it was there, because what this fragrance has to offer really starts to showcase. So I get really solid performance on my skin. I got around 7 to 8 hours. If I sprayed a couple more, I probably could have got 9, but I'm usually 6 to 7 sprays with this one. I've worn it to the office. I've worn it out and about on a cooler day, and I really, really like it. Good bang for your buck quality. Not too much conversation about this, at least from what I see. And I think this is something that you guys should definitely look into, man. So again, from the House of AlShogoff, we have AlShogoff Radical Brown. And this is an EDP. This is an EDP concentration for sure, man. So check it out. All right. Up next, from the House of Rasasi, we have Rasasi Satorua. Man, this stuff is incredible, man. I've only heard I think I've only seen 1 or 2 people talk about this just throughout my fragrance journey on YouTube. I haven't seen an in-depth breakdown of the fragrance, none of that. There might be one out there, but I don't know. But for me, the spices, man, there's a walnut note in here, some cardamom, there's some cinnamon, there's just a beautiful spicy blend, and it has a touch of sweetness, man. It kind of like an ambery effect towards the mid and towards the dry down. It kind of brings the spices together, kind of settles everything down. This stuff is really, really good, man. Great performance, man. I get around 8 to 9 hours of great performance. This is a great date night scent as well. You can't wear this to the office, built for the cooler days, but this stuff is fantastic, man. Now, the price range on this one is between that $35 and $45 mark, but it is worth it. Good quality bottle, good quality sprayer, good quality juice. Rasasi Satorua, something that you guys need to look into if you're into that spicy, sweet and spicy style type of a fragrance, man. This is a sleeper out here in the community. You guys look into it. Satorua by Rasasi. Enjoy it a lot. Enjoy it. All right. Up next, man, a beautiful rose fragrance, man. And I love rose, but this one is done very, very well. Once again, from the house of Rasasi, we have AlShogoff Pour Homme. AlShogoff Pour Homme, man. Big, juicy, sweet, jammy rose. Some of the florals in here as well. But you get this aquatic, this aquatic feel with a juicy, sweet rose, some spices, and a little bit of a powdery effect in this thing. I love this stuff. This stuff is sexy, fellas. This is unisex too. Very powerful scent. 3 to 4 sprays are gonna last you, no lie, 9 to 10 hours. On my skin, this stuff has to be scrubbed off my skin. For all you beast mode lovers out there and you're into rose, look into this fragrance. Like I said, it's a unisex fragrance. Ladies can wear it as well. But a lot of fellas kind of go the other way when it comes to rose because it might be a little bit too feminine. I understand that. But this one right here has enough spiciness to it, freshness, and the powderiness isn't too crazy, but the rose definitely dominates this fragrance. And I really enjoy it. Not a lot of talking conversation about this. I've seen 1 full review on this fragrance, and there should be more. I've seen a little talk here and there, but this fragrance is something, especially for the warmer weather. If you're looking for something sexy and a little slightly unique, this right here can get the job done for sure, man. This stuff is ultra good. I got it for a dope price around that $25 to $35 range, and it's worth the get if you're into rose for sure. From the house of Rasasi. All right, we have AlShogoff Pour Homme. Pour Homme. All right, 2 more left on the list to talk about. From the house of Latifah, once again, we have Riyadh Silver. I love this stuff. It's like a thick pineapple saffron style of a fragrance, man. You get this gourmand feel with this bold, this bold, spicy take along with it. I consider it like a spicy pineapple upside down cake. That's what I get it. So you get some gourmand takes with it. You get that spiciness from the saffron with it, man. There's a little bit of a leathery intake down to the base of this thing. This is an awesome performer. On my skin, I get around that 9 to 10 hours. This is inexpensive and it is good. Date night, it's gonna shine for you. You can also wear this to the office. It will shine for you. Me personally, this is more of a to the office. It depends on what type of date I'm going on when I'm going to wear this, but it would definitely check all the boxes there. So again, bold pineapple, sweet, thick, rich pineapple with some spices added to it with the leathery undertone. This stuff is really good. Performs. You can get this for around $25 or less. Definitely a good get. Don't sleep on this, man. From the house of Latifah, man. Riyadh Silver is something to definitely pay attention to. This stuff is really good and it's not really talked about. I've seen a couple reviewers talk about it and it's included in the list, but I haven't really seen, like I said, a full breakdown or anything like that. There's some talk about this one being like close to Mancera Cedrat Boise. To me, no, I don't see where the angle is there. Not to say no one else doesn't, because everybody's nose is different. But I'm just saying for myself, this and Cedrat Boise are not alike. in any way to me. All right, this stands alone and it does really, really well. Latifah's Ryad Silver, good stuff. All right, and last but not least, this fragrance changed my life. Shout out to my guy Jeremy over at the House of Colossus. He's the one who put me onto this, and he's the only one I've ever seen talk about it. Ever. And it was about a year ago when I seen him talk about it on one of his videos from the house of, I think this is Rasasi as well, or Rihanna, excuse me. This is Rihanna, not Rihanna, Rihanna. This is Basat Al-Ri. All right, Basat Al-Ri. Now picture Kayed Al-Farsan, okay? And this is the mature, well put together older brother of Kayed Al-Farsan. This is kind of like a pineapple cocktail, a fresh, summery pineapple. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's a little musk in here, a touch of woods in here as well, very aromatic. This stuff is big time for the summer. Sexy for the summer, fellas and ladies. Ladies can wear this as well. But if you're into that pineapple, like a refresher pineapple cocktail, all right, where it's airy and it's tasty and it's doing what it's supposed to do on a hot summer day, man, look no further than this right here. No one's talking about this. Is it hard to find? Somewhat, but I found it and I got mine for around that $35 mark off Amazon. Like I said, if you're into Kayed Al-Farsan, which is excellent, this is like the more older and mature brother of Kayed Al-Farsan, who kind of got his life a little bit more together, knows where he's going, doesn't have much left to figure out in his life. That's like the comparison between the two. Kayed Al-Farsan is just on the come up, on the come up, flying 100 miles per hour, having great success, and just kind of getting the feel for things as it goes. Hope I did it justice with comparing those two, but this stuff is awesome. I love it. Summertime go-to for sure. From the house of Rihanna, we have Basat Al-Ri. Okay. All right, Smell Good family. So those are my 5 Middle Eastern fragrances that I feel that no one is talking about. All right. Not to say no one's ever talked about them, but I don't see a lot of coverage on those 5 Middle Easterns. And Middle Easterns have a big footprint in the game right now. And you guys should take a look at those, man. And if you trust my nose and you trust my opinion, I'm pretty sure you guys could find something that you guys would like for sure. All right, so check the discounter links in my description, and you should be able to find one of them, all of those at your Amazons and your fragrance buys and your perfumeonline.cas. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to be the next member of the Smell Good family, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and meet me down in the comments. We can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the beautiful art of fragrance. All right, y'all be cool, man. Splacker up, splacker down. You know the rest. Splacker that thing all around. All right, y'all.